phone. Bam! There we are. When we're all in, we got this funny picture on here. Look at my screen. It looks like Nathan's arm is hanging off.
Look at that.
Oh, man. Well, good to be with you all tonight. It's been a couple weeks, and we obviously are in a different location. See quite a few of you have gotten on. Move your big arm there with your crazy armpit. Wayne and Ethan and 6 others. Jenny Craig, Jenna, J.D. Rocky, Dave Daughtery, Martin Kirkesher, Sydney Nix, Leroy Burkett, Abby Ball, Jennifer Holland. She kind of stole my first question, I think. Josh Tharp, Braden Renfro, Tom Forrest, and Paulette Dunn, and Travis Allen. So quite a few different people on. Do what?
It's freezing.
All right. Does that mean we're going to move the comments off of the extra computer? I don't know if I got it. I don't want to close down Restream. It's been a minute.
Hello.
Do what?
Grandma said hello.
Yep. Hey, Grandma.
It's just crazy.
Is it glitchy for you all or just running glitchy for us on our other computer? I'm going to cut down some of the... Turn off YouTube. That might help. Probably just this computer.
I don't think the
It's 144 black and white.
Yeah. Dead air time. It looks pretty smooth on here. I'll look on my phone and see if it looks smooth on there. Here's our first question of the night.
Is that right? I have a question.
Aren't
Yeah.
you going to introduce us?
She said it's not glitchy. Riley said looks fine to me.
Well,
Should we
I'm
trust Riley?
gonna introduce
Riley?
Grace and Nathan tonight. They're with us, and I had to do some arm pulling, but they are here. So it does look fine. It's fine on us too. And so reach on the wall is back. Let's watch this. Let me see. So I can take this.
I told them the other day whenever
What do you think about that?
we're in here, we need to take a P and put
Preach.
right next to the R.
Make it preach.
So the backdrop here, this is actually the women's Sunday school class, and this is our theme for the year. Reach. It's an acrostic. That's why that is on the wall, and so that was our theme for the year. It's been a good theme
It's
too.
good. That's just the computer.
Gravel says that we're winning.
Yeah.
Okay. First question.
All right. First question. First question was going to be did you plant a garden this year? And Jennifer already made a comment and said she's in the garden and she's listening. So it's been a wonderful day planting my garden. Jennifer, did you get permission to plant that garden in Derek's yard? That's what I want to know. And then did he quarter off just a piece of it? I cannot hear you. We've got volume, so we're good to go. Did you plant a garden? Do you guys miss the garden?
No.
A little.
What part,
A little.
if there was a part of the garden you missed, what part would that be?
The salsa,
Oh, right. We didn't plant salsa.
but making the salsa.
Oh, right. Making the
And the
salsa.
cucumbers.
What's your favorite vegetable? What's your favorite vegetable?
Corn.
Sam's is corn. Well, it's just all starch or carbs?
Both.
Both. So corn, the nutritional value with butter and salt.
I like
There
cucumbers.
was one year we planted carrots. I like those.
They were like little bitty tiny things
They
too.
were good.
They were good.
The ground was so hard they didn't grow.
Remember that one year we planted okra when we had okra?
We had 6 in a row every night.
Fried okra and ketchup
So this year
all the time.
we've got cherry tomato plants and 2 beefsteak tomato plants. And that's it.
So we're
And
gonna
some
have
herbs.
2 jars of salsa.
Well, I did it because I also did fresh basil and thought that it would be really good on sandwiches, some tomato and basil on some sandwiches. And then I love cherry tomatoes.
What I planted a seed in somebody's ear about Diet Dr. Pepper, and after our last Ask Pastor, bam, that's what showed up at my house. About 3 different people came by and gave me Diet Dr. Pepper. What do you think about that?
That was actually all from just Ethel and Aaron. That's
Yeah.
all there.
Yeah.
So we had all kinds of stuff coming on. I've got these new overlays. I forgot to do them tonight. Let's see if it'll run.
Restart.
Tonight we're here with Ask the Pastor. Bam! Alan Marcy Ball. Look at that.
with guests.
You didn't read
Grace
that part.
and Nathan Ball.
We're important.
Hey, I do have a prop.
You have a
I
prop?
have a prop.
Did you bring me a Diet Dr. Pepper?
Did not.
Oh, yeah. There it
Give me
goes.
that. Give me that.
Oh, what is that? Oh my goodness. All right, we can't be loud. All right, you guys are going to blow stuff up. You can follow us at Facebook. Watch this one. You can follow us on Facebook. Look at this new overlay.
Get me watching.
It's called a lower third. Bam, there it is. It's going to go out in the little Facebook thing. It's going to spin in a circle. Bam,
That's it.
there it goes out. And then, or you can find us on YouTube.
Yep, YouTube. There it is.
Times in there, John can't find it.
So there's the new overlays. What do you think about that? And so we've got them with us tonight. We've got this little baby
So,
picture.
And anyone that doesn't know, Nathan and Grace are twins.
They are twins.
It's been a few years since that picture was taken.
It's hard to tell which one's Nathan and which one's Grace, but one of them's got a bow glued to their forehead, and so that's Grace. But how old are you guys now?
17.
All right. What is your favorite part about the garden? What was your favorite part about the garden? In part, what was it?
Honestly, we were younger and we would get out there at the end of the season and all of the Roma, we had a lot of Roma tomatoes and they'd all be, rotten. And us and our cousins would all get out there and play dodgeball with the Roma tomatoes.
I
I'm
already
sure
know
there's
what-
some hungry family that would have liked to have had those Roma
They
tomatoes.
didn't want those Roma
No,
tomatoes.
those were the bad ones. I already know what Grace is going to say.
What is Grace going to say? What was it?
I already said making the salsa. Well, not
Making
making the salsa, eating the
Eating the
salsa.
Eating the salsa. Yeah, we're a salsa family. We like salsa. What is your favorite? Has somebody said? I forget that I've got this,
Cucumbers
Nathan.
and
I don't
tomatoes.
necessarily need that to run this.
Interesting.
Reach on the wall. It's fixed. Woo. Not a big spot. My favorite is the cucumbers and the tomatoes. All right.
No,
Tanya said, "Now John can't
Dr.
find
Pepper.
any diet." No, he can't find. He can't find any. And we were told from a source in Texas where Dr. Pepper is produced that they had reached their allotment of aluminum for the year, and aluminum was not an essential business in the first month of COVID-19. So them and Pepsi both were nil. There was no more production of them. So they actually emailed me and sent out an apology, and they're going to send out more Diet Dr. Pepper to here, there, and everywhere. So, oh, that's good to look forward to. Did anybody else got like 15, there's like 23 people watching. Did anybody else plant a garden? Or Marcy planted a garden in 5-gallon buckets.
So we were talking today when Grace went to and had some blood work done, and Robin, who we love, was saying that they plant a garden every year, and she was saying how with all the rain it's been tough for people. She said there's so many people that this is the first time they've ever planted a garden because they've got time, and she said I really feel bad for them because it's not been an easy year with all the rain.
They've had to replant their tomatoes like 4 times, I think she said.
Yeah, because she said the freeze got their cucumbers and tomatoes maybe, or peppers and tomatoes. And then the rain got another one. So she said this is the 3rd time they were planting, and that was it. They were done. She said if these don't work out, we're done.
I seen Charlie Palmer had his all tilled in, and he's got rows of corn coming up. I saw already that theirs is rolling. Our tomato plants are growing like crazy already.
We just got those. I just put those in 5-gallon buckets because I didn't want to do a raised bed.
You didn't want me to do a raised bed?
Right.
It would have been in 6 years we would have finally had
Yeah.
a raised.
I'm trying to see how it's out
Yeah.
with those buckets.
I was told today
What?
that you can take, and actually I think Wilson, they're doing this, and then they're helping today, landscaping, took big Dunlap bags
Uh-huh.
and put the tomato seeds,
Burlap?
not Dunlap, burlap bags, and put tomato seeds, or some dirt in it, put the tomato seeds in it, start to sprout, you put dirt on it, and then those potatoes grow in there, and then you can take it and just dump it out. Because we did potatoes one year, and we had to go buy a potato fork, and we did rows of them, and it was a lot pulling
It was
those
a lot.
potatoes, and then they were all like golf size. And so
Yeah.
we didn't do potatoes again.
No, that was the only year. And then the ones that we ended up digging up went bad. So we couldn't eat them fast enough.
We ate some onions and potatoes that one year. We kept them down at the shop.
Mhm.
John wants to know, how is the internet up there? The internet's really good, but the Wi-Fi is not reaching over here. So I'm plugged in personally, which is making the video run real well, and it makes us able to move. Every time you move, it eats up the bandwidth, but it's running really good. Abby says she likes tomatoes.
You can have some of my tomatoes, Abby.
Yep. What's next?
You're the engineer.
This is one of the questions I was gonna ask, but then I seen Clark log on, so I'm kind of worried about asking this question, but we'll see how it works anyway. Just a couple days ago, there was a rocket that launched into space. Do you guys know where it was going?
To the International Space Station.
That's right, International Space Station. What country is that in?
Yeah.
But I was going to ask, if you could put somebody on a rocket and shoot them into space, who would that be? But then I see John is watching and Clark is watching. So let's be very careful about who we send into space. But who would that be? And then number 2, if you could get on a rocket and fly to space with somebody, who would that be? All right.
The first question I have is, how many rockets do I get?
How many people will fit in one rocket?
No, you're only sending one person off to space, but how many rockets do I
Okay.
get for
Yeah.
each person?
So you're gonna send off one rocket. What who are you gonna send?
Riley.
Oh man.
Nobody's on YouTube. You gotta add that.
Oh my gosh. Riley said, before I say this, then I'll let you see what Riley said. At home, I said, why does we have to say, everybody quit putting Nancy Pelosi and somebody else. And Riley's the first comment, bam, Nancy Pelosi. It's hilarious. Oh man, that's so sad. Lord forgive me for that attitude. Hey.
I feel like we can't put any more after that one.
Oh my gosh. So who would you shoot into space?
Honestly?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. Who would you shoot into space, Grace? Sam's got his headphones on.
I have to say it just to get on our nerves, but if I shot one person into space, it'd be Savannah.
Oh man.
That's who it'd be.
My person would probably be Nathan.
Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Who would you shoot into space if you could shoot one person? And say it quietly, and I have to prove of it before it's loud enough for everybody to hear. Who?
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
No.
he's already there.
Yeah.
If there was one person you could go to space with, who would it be? And making my Marcy tell her
I would
space
rather go by
story.
myself.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah. I'm gonna have her tell her space story. Only work for our family.
No,
She wasn't even
yeah, she wasn't
homeschooled
even
one.
homeschooled.
Okay.
It was Savannah.
Yeah.
So we were in a coffee
Oh,
shop.
Aaron just.
So we were in a coffee shop. Were you with us? Was it me,
Shelby
you,
was, yeah.
Savannah, and Shelby? We were in a coffee shop, and we were bickering back and forth. And there was a picture of space in the coffee shop, and Savannah said, "I'd love to go to space." Said something about space. I was like, "You don't know anything about space." And she goes, "Yes, I do." And I said, "No, you don't." And she goes, "Yes, I do." She goes, "I know Lance Armstrong went to the moon." So the two ladies standing next to us, and they bust out laughing. And I turned and looked at her. I was like, "You mean Neil Armstrong?" And she was like, "Yeah, him." So that was pretty funny.
It's weird not hearing laughter back, and we
Yeah.
just sit in silence after
Yeah.
we tell the
Yeah.
story.
I personally, and we had this conversation when we were talking about the rocket going up at home the other day. There's absolutely no part of me that would want to be in a rocket with anyone, period, ever.
Welcome to Chanel. I thought it was
Louis
Louis Armstrong.
No, yeah.
Louis Armstrong is that?
He's a singer.
I see
yeah.
trees of green. Yeah. Red roses.
Yeah.
...
Yeah. Oh, sharing is caring. All right. So who would you send? Who would you go with? Like, I would want to
I would
go
rather
with.
go by myself.
No, I would want to go. I mean, you say, "Oh, I would go with my husband." I would want to go with an astronaut. I'd like
Superman.
I'd shoot all you people. Like, I would want to go with somebody that knew their way around space. Like, it
Like
would.
Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, it would be in. Yeah, we could ride our bicycles all the way there. But I would want to go with somebody that maybe it would be Neil Armstrong, Matt Damon. What? So if you got stranded, did Aaron just channel?
He was in that movie, remember?
Yeah, I know. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I think Aaron is channeling his inner
It's a
brother.
good movie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where is
What?
Amos?
So who else? Who would you go with? Just by yourself? This is not a like
I
who
would
would you
go with,
marry?
An astronaut.
All right.
If it had to be someone I know, then
Not Tom Hanks.
Will Smith. Samantha said Will.
I'll go with Tom Hanks.
Why not, Wayne? Why not Tom Hanks?
There must
You
have been a
could,
movie.
yeah, you could be. Don't go with Tom Hanks. Ethan just put
Yes,
go with
there
Tom
must
Hanks
be a
too.
movie or something.
Tony Stark. Oh my gosh. What are you gonna skate?
Abby said I'd shoot myself into space.
All by yourself, Abby. That's a really good idea.
It'd be like Calgon, take me away. We could name your spaceship Calgon. I was reading a preacher the other night, and he said, I named my trash can Spot. And so when people would give him food that was no good, they'd say, how was it? And he goes, it hit the spot. And then we could just name our spaceship Calgon, and you could just say, take me away.
I think shooting myself to space would probably be. I still wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to be in a spaceship. I don't like it.
It would be crazy thinking about leaning back and going through the atmosphere
I would pass
out
out.
into outer space. Yeah, Wayne says Tom Hanks gets stranded every time he gets on a ship
Or it crashes.
or it crashes. Yeah, definitely.
I don't know what one person I would take, but something like that. If you took,
Oh, Amos just joined.
if there was an actual astronaut in there flying it, like the Teen Boys, like that's who I would want to do something like that with.
Yeah.
Especially,
Are you
you
sure?
mess with the gravity. That would be fun.
No, Ethan, I have not seen that meme. You'll have to message it to me.
One of his movies.
Yep. Marcy said, where's Amos? So I'm here for formality's sake. We're talking about who you would shoot into space or who you would go to space with if you had a chance to go. Isn't space travel's neat? I mean, I can't imagine all of the stuff you have to go through to get there, but I think the gravity stuff would be cool, you know, and
Well, you can just go to the space station and experience that.
I think it would be cool, but
I
would
think,
pass
yeah.
out. So
you pass out when you go to give blood. I mean,
I
what?
did not. That was one time.
Twice.
That was smart.
That's the
That's
meme.
once.
It doesn't show
Yeah.
anything. Actually, I think it's 4 different.
Oh, yeah. I see the meme now. Hey, Brenda, what's going on, Tony? We are asking people, could shoot somebody into space, who would it be? And if you could go into space with somebody, who could it be?
In a rocket.
Because we're just celebrating our recent spaceship exploration to the International Space
Amos says
Station.
he'd definitely go just to feel weightless, and then he put, it's been a long, long time, and that reminds me of something.
What's it remind
When
me
I
of?
was pregnant with the twins,
Stop.
and we stayed in a hotel.
Stop.
And we stayed in the pool just so I could get in the water because I wanted some
Did you see
relief
what
for my
Evan said?
back pain. And I almost drowned. Space with Evans.
Oh,
I would
man.
rather not up in the airplane.
I'm going to bring my sounds up.
Love the room thing too. Tell everybody we said hi.
Give.
Imagine John and John Sr. and the spaceship.
I definitely wouldn't
No,
want
it's
to be
stupid.
in
Why you grab- why
That
you
would be
grabbing
two
that?
guys. That would be two guys I would want to go with.
They fight over the control. They'd end up wrecking and dying.
Mom said she'd rather jump from an airplane. That's something we.
With or without a permission.
That's something I'm not doing.
Mary says, "No ride with me. I'm with Mary. I just."
Paul C. Lee Horning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Lee Horning. He's always wanted when he is who I'd go with. That'd be cool. With or without parachute.
Floating-
Free-
so you can
free
float in the
fall
Dead
and-
Sea.
You can't what?
You can
Although-
float in the Dead Sea. You get
yeah,
if you get in the
although
Dead Sea,
floating
you
in the
float.
dead. I think he's talking to you about being in the
Right. Well,
in
I
the
didn't.
ocean.
Yes, Tanya.
But
I
you
would take your
cannot.
spot.
You cannot if if you're pregnant with twins, get in a pool float. That doesn't. So make sure you stay on the shallow end and you don't go to the deep end and try to swim across while your husband is on the side talking to people and doesn't realize you're drowning.
Yeah. We
He
went.
says he would take Sam with him. I would let him.
We went to
Amos
Charlie.
says he'd take you with him.
My completely wrecked space. It's not them wrecking.
Yeah. We went to Charlie Palmer, got tickets for his birthday, and took Caleb and I on a hot air balloon ride, a significant hot air balloon ride, and it was different than I thought it was going to be. Like, because you were moving at the speed of the air, there was no air, and we roasted.
Ethan, I'm never dramatic. That's true story. It
Wow.
for real almost happened.
They would probably spacewalk. Amos, I feel like you're thinking about it too much now. We're getting ready to go to the next question.
Now Amos is in space.
Yeah. What's the next question?
You're supposed to.
Did we plant a garden? And then I was going to ask, all right, who's somebody famous? This will be the same thing. Haha, Aaron. Because he said parachute or no parachute.
Amos is ready to go.
Depends on which day of the week it is.
Amos, you're welcome to take Sam with you.
Who is somebody, of course, and we're about quarantine. I mean, I've been watching TV the last few nights. It looks like the quarantine's over. People are outside everywhere. I'm just saying, and we won't say no more about that. But if had to quarantine with somebody famous, who would it be? And so husbands and wives, be very careful how you answer. Hey, Willis.
It's the same thing I was going to say.
What was
Yeah, me too.
what was the question?
What was
the question?
Who would, if there's somebody famous you could quarantine with other than me, who would it be?
What'd you want to say?
I don't know. I would go
Eric said the person I'm maddest at, I think. Is that who you'd go to space
who
with,
you'd
Eric,
shoot
or who
That's
you
who
would
he'd
shoot
to
into space?
Why would you go with the person you're maddest at?
Maybe you're going to push them out of the rocket. I don't know. You want to make sure it gets done.
So it's a famous person to go to quarantine with?
Yep.
I wouldn't.
How long is the quarantine?
I barely wanted to quarantine with you people. I don't want to quarantine with a stranger. We quarantine all the time.
someone quiet and next to yourself.
So who would that be?
I have no idea.
Who would you like to be stuck in the house with on quarantine? Somebody famous. Tom Holland.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Tom
What?
Holland.
It's
Yes, Amos. You gotta
he's
get
not
Amos's on.
real.
Yes.
So Conan O'Brien, Chris Pratt, or Wonder Woman, and I'm probably two of those, but not the third one. And
Savannah is right. That's who I'd have picked if she was still alive, or we do it. Elizabeth passed away, but I would have loved to have met her.
yeah, Martha Stewart. Ryan says Martha Stewart for food. That'd be good.
If I was going to pick
Harrison
somebody
Ford,
for
that's a
food,
cool
it would be PW. Now that would be fun.
Harrison
Imagine
Ford, that would be
quarantining
good.
with Pioneer.
Why is Savannah?
You could literally just
Yeah.
talk about all of his movies.
Well,
I would quarantine with Mr. Belvedere. He cooks, cleans, except who's that? Mr.
Mr.
Belvedere.
that's off an old show.
Mm.
Abby, you'll have to refresh our memory.
Elaborate, Abby.
Yeah.
Huh?
Chris Evans or Tom Holland.
All right. Chris Evans. Who's he?
Captain
Oh, yeah, we watched him the other night. Something.
You did.
Captain America. Little Captain America or beefy Captain America? Little Captain America or
Before
beefy?
he gets transformed or after he gets transformed?
After, yeah.
Mr. Belvedere. That was it was a TV show. But
Yeah,
I can't
it was.
remember. when
80s
it
TV
was.
show. Yeah, it was an old 80s TV
Uh-huh.
show. I just don't remember
Mhm.
which
looking at
TV
it.
show that it was.
What about you?
Who would I quarantine with? I don't know. Oh, it
Mm,
was the
yeah.
TV show, Mr. Belvedere. I don't know who I would. I don't know. I'm not. I just have loved quarantining with my computer.
I believe you.
Yeah.
What's her name?
So-
Did you name her yet?
I have.
This one?
Hmm?
No, Della.
Quarantina.
Yeah.
Della was his first computer. I did not like her at all. I've gotten over that, I think, and so.
Aaron Securely.
And if it's big was nice, go ahead.
To give him an old Glockenspiel. Don't know what that is.
So correcting.
Yeah.
You have to correct other people's grammar.
Pioneer Woman would be fun too.
Matthew McConaughey, Kanye West, Snoop Dogg. Gosh, what in the world? He lives too close to California.
It's because he lives in California.
He lives in
Oh my
California.
gosh.
He lives too close to Los Angeles.
So I think if you got quarantined, who would be like the worst to quarantine with? For me,
I've been quarantined with the worst people to get quarantined with the whole time.
We are getting a little
Probably.
glitchy.
I sound like one of those kids.
Yeah.
No.
All right, everybody hold still for 1 second.
okay.
I'd
gosh,
just be
Amos.
taking their money.
I was thinking of this one.
Church, they have church. This is that.
I'm going to tell his
Church.
pastor. I'll make this off.
So
We're a little bit glitchy, and I don't know what's on with that or why. It's kind of weird. Sam, is he on? Walk over and make sure he's on.
Grace can check.
Yep.
Not awful.
There.
Until I say. All right. Next question. This will be a fun question. Let's do a boring question, then we'll do a fun question to finish up. Who is the most influential person in your life?
Support of the ship.
All right. A more serious question. Who's the most influential person in your life? Marcy.
Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Yes, Jesus.
You gotta make us answer this question.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Do what?
Huh? Mom, plug your ears.
Who's the influential person in your life? Jesus. Oh, you're pointing at Mom. So Mom is.
I didn't point at Mom.
I think he was pointing at you.
Yeah.
I would expect our 17-year-old son to say that.
Okay, other than your parents, though, someone else.
Yeah.
She's saying that because
Right.
I'm not her
So is-
person and she doesn't want to hurt me.
Is the influence good or bad? Because I could pick Caleb or Aaron. Like,
So, yeah.
bad influence Savannah, good influence not Caleb or Aaron.
Missy Grether
Missy says
says.
the ladies at church.
Eric Lee says our grandpa.
Grandpa
Yep.
Lee.
He's pretty influential in our
cool.
life for sure. Past or present? Both.
Either.
Well, John said me. What? Tanya, inspiring minds want to know
Did he say like
what he means by
me
influential.
Or actually, Tanya. Did he
Tanya
say the
said
word
I can't
loud.
believe
John
he
said
said
me.
that. That's
Did
the
he
sweetest
say
thing
you?
that
I
he's
was
ever
talking to-
said.
Did John say himself? That's what Grace wants to know. Me?
Did he say me?
Or did he say
like,
Tanya?
you?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, I can't believe he said that.
Logan. Logan's on here.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi,
Logan.
Logan.
Logan says, my dad. That's good. That's somebody that's should be influential in your life.
She said, I have no idea. I'm just the shop.
Tanya Bratt. Amos said Aaron. Hopefully Aaron has not logged off yet to do other things.
I think it's neat to see the influence that, like, dad has on a son that a brother, an older brother, can have on a younger brother. I think that's neat.
Who is the most influential person in your life?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know that I could pick one person.
How about was? When you were a kid? Probably my friend S.
Friends. Forgot that.
Do what?
Surprised Riley didn't say
Marcy,
his Xbox.
just say somebody that was influential in your life. A teacher.
Cheerman?
Who was it?
Somebody who was
Was
I
influential.
have a lot of those.
So I'm Grace's biggest influence.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, and she is the nemesis for Sam when we
Yeah.
go out to eat.
Yeah.
Jenny Cox says, my
Her
dad.
dad,
Yep.
yeah.
Irv Cox,
Audie.
Irv Audie.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Growing up in church, like it would be through the line. You know, Miss Baker, Miss Tammy,
Mhm.
Miss Anita,
Your teachers.
and then Willis and Aaron. Now,
Savannah was one of mine actually, but I wasn't gonna say it. So. But
Why
now
not?
She said it.
Oh. What, same for you though, your Sunday school teachers, influential?
Miss Joe. Miss Joe Mock.
Yep, Miss Joe. I think we overlook like family being influential because they're just family. They're doing they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I was talking with Linda's sister, Chris, today, and we were talking about the importance of having
All right,
our.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
We were talking
yeah.
about the
See,
importance of
nobody knows
our
how to
kids
spell
having
it.
godly influences, like someone beside their parents to come up and like teach them the same thing. Because she said so many times the kids get tired of hearing it from the parents, or it's just like, well, that's mom and dad. And she talked about how they had good influences in their life, and she was saying how she had good influences in her life as well.
Love you, Amos. Tanya says
her
my mom.
Her mom was a jewel.
Yep, we miss your mom too.
Yeah, she was a jewel.
Abby says was a Christian Barbara Willier and Anita Nunn.
Mm-hmm.
Her first boss. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I talked to Anita for quite a while this afternoon for about an hour.
I think that's why I can't say one person. And in that same conversation today with Chris, I was telling her I didn't know how to cook. When you and I met and married, I had no idea how to cook. And I said, I learned how to cook I learned how to cook from the ladies at church. My Aunt Donna, she would help me to
Be careful, you're about to take us right back into food. Let's
right.
be very
okay.
careful.
Well, but then I said the other thing too is I didn't know. She was talking about their Sunday school class that they had and how good it was for them when they were young Christians. And I was telling her there were so many ladies here at the church that influenced me as a young Christian in my Christian walk with the Lord. I couldn't pick just one. I really couldn't.
I don't think my mom and dad were my biggest influence growing up. Like my dad was my hero, but he was my coach too. And mom and dad coached me in t-ball, and dad coached me in basketball. And then it was the power, my first and second grade teachers, and even each one of them influenced me. There are only a couple that I'm just like, if I had to do, I wouldn't say I'm out of their class. And then those as I aged, like my actual even my freshman coach Tom Lockman, and then Ron King, and then Coach Underwood were huge influences in my life. But I felt like they were building on the foundation, that had already been laid of hard work and loyalty and so. But I'd gotten that foundation from my mom and dad, and that's just how it was. Grandpa was an outside influence that helped that influence Grandpa and Grandma. My aunts and uncles, to a certain respect, same deal. I was the second oldest. Mike and I were the oldest of all 13 cousins, so it wasn't like they weren't an influence in my life maybe as much as I was an influence in their life. And then there were guys that influenced me when I went to work for my dad in the area of training me to be an electrician. And then there are definitely people, you start down that road and you're like, you don't want to leave nobody out.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were people in the ministry that are still influencing me here at our church, but are influencing me through the phone, through conversation, through text message, still today and have different influences. There are steady influences. Like if there are people that if they quit, I don't have much contact with them, but it would destroy me if they quit.
That's, you say, like, who's influential, but everybody is in different ways. When I look back of my short 17-year-old life so far, everybody's influenced me in different ways, and some good and some bad. And everybody has played a role in my life so far.
Well, and we've made an effort, and I think parents are trying to make this effort to make sure that people that are going to influence you good is who we put you around, not just good. I hope this person influences you well. Good luck. And so try to weed that out and stay on top of it.
If I, like, as far as like from a Christian perspective, like someone that I knew personally that made a big impact on me, and it really wasn't in a long stretch of time, was Norma. And there are two specific situations that I think of, like when I think about as a new Christian, things that that really influenced me, really made me stop and think. And two of those were things she said or did. One of the things to me, and the second one was something that I witnessed her do. And so, but there, I mean, all the ladies at church, I mean, all of them have had a impact. They've so many holes for me, for our family, that there's just tons of them.
What? Aaron says, my dad, Gary Stonehouse, Sandy Pop, Alan Ball. Abby said her dad, her grandmother, Nana, as far as her
Nana,
family.
yeah.
Yep. Paulette Dunn said she's watching from Salisbury. Sean Shelton got on. It says bring them on camera. I wonder what that means. I'm not going to try to do that. You talk about crashing the system. But, all right, for a fun question?
Yes.
All right, let's have a fun question. All right, if you had to lose one, all right, so you had to give up one of these things. Let's determine for 1 year. Let's say 5 years. Let's make it super sacrificial. If you had to give up your cell phone or the television, so no access to a computer through TV, phone through TV, or TV through TV, which one would you give up? And
Can you watch? I guess you can't watch movies either.
no watching. Your
I would
phone
give
would
up
just
TV.
be a phone. You could text, and
TikTok's on TV.
TikTok is TV. Oh my goodness.
I could do without the TV.
You can do without the TV for 5 years. Sam would give up his phone. He's had it long enough. He gives it up all the time. Missy Gritter says the TV for sure. As of now, the phone. Does Riley have a phone?
Kind
He
of.
does, kind of.
Which one would you give up, babe?
It wouldn't be a sacrifice for me to give up my TV for me to give up TV, but honestly, it wouldn't hurt me to give up my phone either.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice. It would kind of be like
Oh my
it
gosh.
would be like quarantine.
He just puked a little bit.
Right, bruh.
But he's like, don't let the ladies know I don't have access to a phone right now. Come on, bro. Oh man, I'd give up the TV for sure.
Aaron, you're about to get blocked. Or Savannah, not Aaron. You're about to get blocked.
Oh man.
She learned how to say sweet stuff like that because of me.
Yeah. You're the captain of the
And she
sweet
makes
stuff.
it.
Faking it until she makes it.
That wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. There was a whole bunch of people that said
Well,
TV.
is that
phone.
what I thought it sounded like to others.
I thought it was going to be we could
Phone
go
is
back
how
to
you keep
shooting
in
people into
contact with
space.
people.
So
Well, you want to, yeah, you could talk, like, you could write letters, but, I mean,
Then if
you
you-
would out of contact with people.
all right, but back when we were growing up, you had a phone at home, but
You wouldn't even have that.
I know, but it really wasn't. You didn't use the phone that much, honestly.
No.
Yeah, and then your car breaks
Till you
down
got
and
into
you
high
just
school, I guess.
Sit there for hours.
You know what happened
But
to me
you
one
can watch
time? I
your
got a
TV
flat
when you get
tire. I
Kind of
walked
hurts
to the
my feelings
closest
when
house.
people say TV because then they would not watch Ask the Pastor anymore for
Right.
5
YouTube
years.
isn't TV. That's
YouTube
videos.
is TV. It's called YouTube TV.
No,
No,
YouTube TV is a
it's
different
two different
app.
things.
Oh
Then there's
gosh.
just YouTube.
This is just YouTube.
So you could watch YouTube on your phone and TikTok, and that's yeah.
happy.
Yeah. That's all you do already.
If you could only eat one food for 30 days, what would it be?
Ooh,
waffles.
Grilled cheese.
ooh. I'm trying to think of something that wouldn't make me sick.
No, I could probably do hamburgers for 3 days.
I could
30
not do
days.
hamburgers for 30 days.
Ooh.
But you just eat it in different ways.
I would probably just eat one every day and starve.
30
What would if you
days.
could eat only one food for 30 days? What would it be?
Mm-mm.
What would John's be? Chicken. Like the
You can
chicken.
do chicken a lot of different ways.
Yeah. But I don't know if that means one food like
Literally like
Only
one
chicken.
type.
pizza.
She would
I knew you were
die.
gonna say that.
I was either
Wouldn't be able to
for
walk.
pizza or ice
You
cream.
could
though.
get the-
That's
Logan
what
Logan
Logan
said
said.
you
'cause
can cook it in so many ways.
Yeah.
But is it just like,
What,
are
said
you just
rice.
given
Just one food.
chickens
Just
or
one
and then
food.
just ham?
Rice and
Or
loaf,
just
just
you-
What would you pick?
Oh,
What would you pick?
well, are you just given like
Just
Logan
all-
says chickens, you can cook it many ways, and now that I'm thinking about it,
John said
would you
chicken
just
or
be
Mexican
given
food.
Hey,
chicken, and
Eric,
that's
by
it?
the way, you can't eat Norma Jeans. Oh, man.
Vegetable soup, I think.
Vegetable soup for a
I
whole
might
month.
do nachos.
Just,
Because you can do nachos a lot of different
But-
ways,
Yeah.
too.
That's
I make
the
them on the
nachos
pan.
is a lot of different foods.
Well, he
It's
said
not just
chicken.
a
saying
food.
that
The
it's
one
the
that asked
same
the
thing.
question said
Secret
chicken. or
Raider
Mexican.
just said
bacon.
bacon. You can do bacon a lot of different ways.
So you could say like I would like
Right.
beef.
John's the one that asked the question, though. He said Mexican food.
Riley said chow mein. Mein. Barbara said ice cream for 30 days.
Tanya, the kale and sausage
Is it
soup.
like 30 days and you won't get
Tuscan
sick?
soup.
If it was
Tanya.
30 days and you
Right.
won't get sick, then I would probably say pizza.
Yeah,
But then
Ice
it's
cream.
I couldn't eat pizza for 30 days. See, there's few things I could eat.
Marcy's kale and dookie soup.
Dookie soup? The dookie soup.
Oh man, I would not eat that with your mouth.
you said popcorn.
Abby says
And
popcorn.
popcorn also. Yeah, Sam couldn't live without popcorn also. Oh man.
What did Sam say?
I think so.
Will says potatoes.
It's also
Now-
gonna be something you could live off of.
So she's-
off
so
of.
I
that-
mean, you'd have to
something
think about
else,
30 days.
yeah.
That would be a lot of starch
I
for
love
30
potatoes.
days.
That
See,
would
I'm
be-
with Clinton.
yeah.
Like mac and cheese
and
would be a
cheese.
good
I
one.
mean,
too,
if you're
though.
gonna hurt, you might as well just have mac and
Like
cheese.
if you're gonna
for
die
30
within
days.
15 days of this event, you might as well go out and gory and eat mac and cheese or shells and cheese.
Pretty much no matter what it was, it would be horrible.
Regardless of what it was for 30 days, it would have to include cheese. For sure.
You think?
If it didn't make me sick, then I would choose pizza.
For 30 days. Man, I can't imagine having pizza for 3 days in a row. Like,
Well,
make me
whenever
sick,
we
then
do
I'll-
have pizza like a few days in a row, after like the 4th day, it's just like
So
Yeah.
Clinton just said mac and cheese, and I was like, "That's what Caleb would eat." And I was like, "Where's Caleb?" They
Where is
forgot. They probably just totally forgot. So I just,
He's probably on his pizza.
yeah.
His
no, he's surely spending time with his wife like I am.
Sam is still over the pizza.
My kids would say pizza. Oh, would not say pizza.
It would be chicken
Chicken nuggets. Oh, he is.
or bacon.
He is doing that for 30 days. Oh, 30 days.
What would Wayne eat for 30 days?
See, this is the deal though. Like, is this like this doesn't affect you at all? Like, this is a food you can eat because
Well, I don't
like,
think John thought much about it.
He just said. Sean,
like if you ate pizza for 30 days straight, you'd be hurting.
Yeah. Slice of
Or if it's like
vegetable soup.
if it was one food that wouldn't harm you. 30 days.
John Reiser or Rick Hurst or one of you guys on, we're talking about if you could eat something, only one food for 30 days, what would that be? Nancy
Chili,
said
and more
chili, and more chili.
Why'd she send that?
Pam, what would you eat? Pam, what would you eat if you could only eat one food for 30 days? What would it be?
Chili would be good too.
We did that, remember. We did that, remember? Whatever my wife says. What did Kate?
Red beans and
Ate
rice.
pizza. No, he said we ate pizza for a month. When was that?
When you
Oh
were
yeah,
sick.
when we bought
No,
all
we
of
did it
that.
for like 2 weeks.
Was
Remember
that
when Mom was
during
sick?
the incident where we bought all
Mr.
of
Heiser said
the?
bacon.
We got all the Tostino's pizzas, like 100 Tostino's pizzas.
Oh yeah,
Did
and
we
it
get
killed
those
us.
because I was sick? Was that?
It
I
was
think that was it. Jonathan Reiser says
I don't think we've
bacon.
had Tostino's pizzas.
We
since.
haven't. That's been 4 years ago.
No way. It was so much MSG.
Right.
We
Everybody
almost died.
said- Alan came home and he had like 20 Tostino's pizzas and he was like, "These were on sale, even though they're already
One
only
vehicle for
99
the
cents a
rest of your
piece."
life.
John said, "What if you could only have one vehicle for the rest of your life, like per home, or you could
Per
only
person.
own one vehicle for the rest of your life?" Clarify that. What would it be? Or per individual? Over New Year's, the guy and that.
Pam
Yeah.
says-
Oh yeah, I remember when
Oh yeah.
Shelly's
Yes.
ex-husband made those
Yep.
pizzas, and
Mhm.
we ate that stuff for days on end. Is that the
I don't
family
have that.
text? Only one.
I'm going for only one, but that car would not break down like through your whole life. It would be a 1969 Camaro.
A
That's what it would be.
1969
It would
Camaro.
be probably orange
What?
with a black racing stripe.
Yeah, that's what I said. The
Okay.
incident.
The incident. Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I actually have the vehicle that I would have if I could only have one vehicle for the rest of my life.
The tan van.
My Ford truck. That's what I would have forever.
So that means you're going to keep this one until
It won't last forever.
But will it last longer than 2 years?
No, about 4 years I'm going to be looking for another truck.
Why are y'all texting the fam chat?
Only one.
Get off the fam chat. We're
So what
chatting
would-
right here.
What would yours be?
Stacy, if there was one food that you could have and only one food for 30 days, what would it be? What would mine be?
What? No, I was asking
Oh.
Grace
I
what
already
hers
said,
would be.
like,
You already said your
Grilled
favorite.
cheese. Like, I'm hands
Oh,
down.
I was texting. I
I'd be
missed
having
it.
turkey and ham on grilled cheese
We're back to the
for
food.
30 days.
Huh?
We're back to the
Oh,
fam.
one
There
car.
was a food
One
question.
car.
One car. What would
That's
one
what-
car be?
What was your
Grace?
car?
Oh, I didn't say one. I don't know cars.
Yeah.
One that would not break
Check
down.
without the rest.
Yeah. When
Willis
you
said
get
if
a
he
little
could
VW
keep
bug,
his
little
truck
Beetle.
without the rust, I think the that would be a lot more truck.
69 Chevelle's also
A 69
a
Chevelle.
70. 69 or
I
70.
feel like
Hey,
this is a
I
guy
like-
question.
I do
feel like this is a guy
like nice
question.
cars, but if I'm just going to have one vehicle for the rest of my life, it's going to have to be a truck. F-250 with black and red accents. So it's like my truck, except with some goofy red stuff on it. Anybody else? Skylar, if you could only have one vehicle for the rest of your life, what would that one vehicle be? I see people getting on, but you're not participating. Get on there and comment. Say, this is what, if we could only have one vehicle for the rest of my life, what it would be.
Ethan says red Chevy
A
Nova.
red Chevy Nova. I feel like you can go out and get one of those if you want to.
Horse.
Missy.
You better strong back in. That's all I got to say.
I honestly don't.
It's not as easy to make it look in the movies.
Yeah. A Chevy Duramax with a Wesson hauler.
That's the bed style.
Yeah.
That'd
That'd be
pretty
nice. You almost got that in your green truck.
Is a Duramax a dually?
No, a
No.
Duramax is the. It's a.
Well, I know it's a type of
it's
truck,
the
but I didn't
motor.
know. Oh.
It's a diesel.
I knew
Is
it was
it
a
a-
type
Is
of
it a
dress.
diesel?
And that's why she's good in the kitchen.
What if we take this stick and hold it up against a tire?
Be quiet, Nathan.
What we have now was y'all got
A
excursion,
big
Eric?
old excursion. A
71
73.
Monte Carlo. Now, is that the square body style or is that the older style? I like the square Monte Carlo. Wayne says, my truck I have now. That's what I said, Wayne,
Yeah.
because
You
we
want
are
Wayne's
two
truck?
guys that just,
That you want
gotcha.
Wayne's trip?
no.
No, he said
I
that's
know.
no, it wasn't a go.
Was. There's a car that I like, but like in my mind, if I'm going to have a car the rest of my life, it has to be practical.
Yeah.
But if I could have a car, like if I could, somebody said you can have like any car you want, it didn't have to be practical. It would be a 65 or 66 Red Mustang convertible
What color?
with white interior.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice
That's a
looking
bad
Monte
looking car.
What color, John, What color would your truck be? Wayne, maybe Wayne already likes it. Is Logan Winger a Denali, dark blue GMC Denali?
Yeah, Ford Raptor would be pretty cool.
The Ford Raptor would be nice if you were pulling around little dinky trailers all the time. Black Ops truck?
The Chevy Black Ops.
Hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
I'd get the black truck
There's a-
back or something that's a convertible.
There's
Yeah.
a
Look, I'd get that black truck back.
Yes, Abby.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite truck.
There's a Chevy Black Ops, and then there's a High Country.
Did you-
I think the High Country's
Did
really
you ever
nice.
see Dad's friend's Mustang?
Royal
Did
blue.
you ever get to see that?
Mhm.
Dad's friend, his friend Normie had a Mustang.
I like Blue Jean Blue. I like Marcy's van, that blue. I like that blue, and there's a,
It's like a Kentucky.
It's a
Wildcat
Kentucky blue.
but then there's a cobalt. You know, I like those blues. But I like that dark gray that I've got now too.
It's probably honestly it's a Royal blue.
Mhm.
Gray's my favorite.
Crazy. Nathan, they do make a Raptor. It's a Super Duty, and they are just slowly starting to make them.
Sweet.
So-
So I could pull big trailers.
Yeah. With your Raptor. Why don't they call it a T-Rex,
T-Rex. Yeah, that would be a good one.
instead of a Raptor?
Because it would have short little
Because
tires.
raptors fly.
Raptors fly.
Raptors fly. Like speed wise.
No, the
We're
pterodactyls.
listening.
Raptors are the little evil ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pterodactyl.
Raptors are my least
Pterodactyls fly?
They did, yeah.
Yeah, that's what Tommy said. That's what
Raptors are
Sam
my
said he
least
wants. There's the Black Ops and then there's the High Country.
Yeah.
And both of those are really nice
favorite.
trucks.
Raptors are really fast.
Those are nice trucks.
We really don't know if they were faster.
They
Burgundy
are.
High
All the
Country, that
movies
would be
show
Just
that they
because they're
are.
fast.
Just because they're on the movies.
either a 69 Camaro or a Burgundy Chevy High Country.
Hmm.
That's what I
A
want.
69 Camaro?
We're getting
69.
pretty specific now.
Yeah.
Bird of prey is called a raptor.
Yeah. That's true.
She's not that smart. Yes.
Yeah, she is.
Either one of you.
Smarter than you
I know
are.
what
64
raptors are.
Ford
I used to work
Mustang.
with raptors.
You can't even
These
spell.
tall
Now I
ones.
get to
Smack
share
to
my
me.
wisdom.
What year was
about
what year was your Mustang
John
that you
just
blew up?
signed.
That one was
The
a-
first one or the second one?
I only had one that I blew up. It was a 1980 Mustang, but Laura and Tommy had a 65 and 86 Mustang. I don't remember who had which. Tommy's was green and Laura's was blue.
And what was yours?
It was a 1980. Mine was white.
Oh, okay. So was it the body style or old school body
No,
style?
it was the new, the sleeker.
Is it the goopy ones?
Riley said he wants that is. It's pretty cool looking.
That is. Those are nice.
Project Overkill.
No, I get to share my wisdom without. a
That's pretty
filter.
cool, Riley.
I don't think John should be sharing a filter.
Sam, y'all made Sam the black sheep, huh?
He would have cried the whole time he was on here.
Yeah, he's
He
sitting over
didn't
there.
want to. He said he didn't want to.
He's over there watching the movie.
Mhm.
Say,
Well-
Shelby says hi.
It's been fun.
Yep.
And we are back to church. If anybody's looking, we would love to have you visit with us. Sunday mornings at 10:30, Sunday nights at 6, and back live Wednesday night at what time we've been going live on Wednesday night? 6.
I think.
And so somebody can correct me. There's Andrew Pittman just come on. And but we're back to a full slate with our services. And so we're just praying for you and pray for our country. You know, we're started Sunday night, 2 Chronicles 7:14. And I mean, I would hate to get moved from having fun to straight serious. But when we get off here tonight, I would ask that mute everything, pause everything, get down on your face for a minute and pray for our country. And pray for souls, pray for protection, pray for direction, pray for sanity, pray for equality even, but pray for our country and seek the Lord's face on that and pray that it will be healed and we can move in a right direction. So we love you. We enjoy spending our time with you on Monday nights. It kind of keeps us off the TV for a couple hours, and we get to have some good fellowship with you all. But we love you, and we will. Let me move my cursor over here. We will see you Wednesday night live again here, talking about. We're talking about what the church is, and so we'd love for you to sit down with your Bibles and go through that study with you. See when you drive by. All right. See you. Wait, bye.
Bye, guys.